jacked, bros. I'm jacked. These are some great games. I've got 3 games for you guys up against Spacefire. A very, very good player. Very good at 1v1s. Make sure you stick around. The last game is my favorite game. It is very, very good back and forth. Lots of good action. First of all, we've got a Anders Mirror up on release. I've been playing this map a little bit more, kind of really trying to understand the proper way to play it. It's really just a hog battle when it comes down to the end of the day. If it's UNSC v UNSC, it's all about maintaining that hog lead. I get the ram off there, and I'm gonna come back and just try to keep this guy alive, try to keep as much health on this warthog as possible, and I'm gonna just search around for some crates. But welcome back, everybody. These are some nice games today, some high-level games. Hope you all have been enjoying the content recently. That new intro is fire as always. Today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, dihydrogen monoxide, always leading the world in hydration. I've also got some black tea next to me, and Dante the cat is somewhere around here, just chilling. So, I was playing with another player recently. Someone else is really good at 1v1s, and I was kind of learning a few things from him, getting little tidbits. So I think what I used to do that was not very good was I would prioritize upgrading my pads versus getting more units out. Where I think in this, or what he told me anyways, that you just want to maintain the hog lead first, and then you can worry about upgrading your pads, getting that extra income in there. Because if you have the hog lead, you can usually hold down the map pretty well. But how are the boys doing? We're going to get into a quick viewer shout out. Also, another reminder, we do have a live stream this Sunday. It's going to be July the 18th at 6:30 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time, US. So definitely come on by if you want to play some games. Experience the all Cyclops deathmatch. That will be all entirely Cyclops, no other units allowed, and it's going to be quite a wild ride. So definitely come on by if you want to play. All right, let's check out those viewers. Hold on, let me pull it up here. Where did it go? There it is. We got Felix Cuevas, XZam05. Welcome, XZam. Diet Vodka. Khrushchev. Khrushchev, you're going to love the last game. Reno Bogino. My good friend Reno. We were playing Gears of War the other day. Emmanuel Espinosa Ramirez. Good to see you again, Emmanuel. Stock Market Stories. Definitely be at the live stream Stock Market. We're going to play some good games. Beef Boss. Welcome to the channel, Beef Boss. Bubba Gump. Here as always, my tried and true Bubba Gump. Mint Cabbage, new commentator, commenter. Thank you for the feedback on the last video. Socratic Atheist, Tiny Shoe. How you doing, Shoe? Definitely come on by the stream. Plush Dog. More content, please, from Plush Dog. Coming right up. Scored Formula. Oh my god, guys, there's so many people. 3v. I know this isn't a 3v3, but enjoy it. Hold on, I gotta pause here. Stuff's going on. So I pushed it on the base. He went for a quick. He got a quick expo up a little faster than me. You can see here, he also went quick Grenadier. So on his main, he went second power down tech, I believe, and he's got these hogs out. So I'm just trying to pick these engagements up and really maintain the lead any way I can. And I'm gonna try to just gun down this base, even though his hogs are stronger than mine. I've got a little bit more numbers for the time being. He does have that defender's advantage though, so he's got two productions for his hogs. I just have the one. So I really want to ice this as fast as I can. Dante is clawing at my cables behind my desk. You could probably hear him. I'm gonna try to get a heal off, but it's not gonna be, it's gonna be futile. I really need to kill this space. I cannot let him have that. So I'm just gonna kind of run around and finish it off there. So yeah, I got the kill, got the kill on the base, and all hands are gonna retreat back to the main, and we're just gonna try and hold out. I'm gonna pop that turret up. He does have Grenadier, so I don't want my supply pads getting attacked or any of my buildings that are coming up to be attacked either. All units. Making some more hogs. My army is really, really weak right now. I lost the hog lead for the moment, and I'm sure he's building himself another base as we speak because he's got the map. So I'm gonna get fortress queued up. Hi, kitty. And gonna try to just slowly just get some forces mustered up and push on out. 6 hogs not bad, but it's definitely not gonna beat 5 Grenadier hogs. So I was debating whether I should get Grenadier, but I'm thinking no. Got another little engagement here, and I get 1 hog. I think we traded 1 hog, so that wasn't too bad. I'm gonna pull on back here. I'm running back to the turret. I don't want to engage him just out in the open like that, so I'll definitely lose that engagement.
Reactor complete.
And the turret's gonna help me out. It's gonna push him back, and I'm gonna get my gremlins coming up. And also get that vehicle depot going up. Okay, so where was I? Viewers. Okay, stopped at scored. I know this isn't a 3v3, but I hope you enjoy it. Kush Blazin'. Nice video and shout out plug. Well, thank you for watching, Kush. Jesse Cujo. Welcome back. Thank you guys so much. Last video got like 30 likes on it. That's crazy. Really appreciate the support as always, and I'm gonna keep making some more Halo Wars content. Absolutely. Been trying to get more team games in, but my teammates have been letting me down. So I'm on the hunt for some good team games, but the 1v1s have been a little more consistent just because it's really just you against someone else. So yeah.
Local units.
Dante has found a piece of paper and he's chewing on it. He's sitting in front of my keyboard and he's very cute. He's getting a little chunky though. We're gonna have to exercise him some more. I'm gonna get this expo up here. I've got my gremlins coming in, and I've got my tank following up behind. Just gonna try to hold on to this base, get myself my expo up. Get some supply pads on there. And just try to push out and get some just get myself back in this game. He's got the lead on the expo, so I'm just sitting tight and hopefully I can take a good engagement. Tap it, kitty. No. Be nice.
Supply pad complete.
But basically, this is an Anders mirror. It's pretty plain and simple on this map, anyways. There's not too much. Excuse me. That voice crack brought me back to 5th grade. Not too much variation there.
Enemy engagement.
Scout hogs coming in just to see what I got going on.
Base under attack.
Turret's gonna finish the job, and I'm gonna just keep on keeping on. I'm gonna send myself a scout hog in. He still is on a fire base and a station. So that was surprising to me. He's definitely does not. He would have had to have deleted a pad to make a depot.
Local units.
So I don't see anything in regards to that quite yet.
Units.
We do have a push coming in here. The cryo's going to come down on top of my tank. But I'm going to take this engagement. It looks pretty good for me here. I'm going to be stunning a lot of these gremlins. He does have a good amount of gunner hogs, but they were all frozen. And I've got 2 tanks out, and this is just going to get cleaned up really quickly.
All units. All units. All units. All units. All units.
But yeah, that was a rough push for space there, and that's going to be game number 1. Game number 2, moving on to everybody's favorite 1v1 map, the Chasms, the freezing cold tundra, the winter wasteland. And here we go. Any day now. Oh wait, no, the lobby was glitched. Yeah, that's another thing that I've been noticing happen more and more recently. The lobbies start to glitch themselves after one game. You can't really get into another one. All right, moving on to game number 2. We've got, it's going to be in Anders, myself, versus Cutter. Cutter matchup. And generally, I would say that on this matchup, it is favored for Anders, just because of gremlins, obviously. But you can do some stuff and definitely turn that around. So I've got the hogs coming up. Gonna get my gunner going out. Gonna get some rams on that guy there.
Supply pad complete.
And just gonna kind of switch him out and go on through. I get the kill on that, so that's gonna be awesome. It's very good for me in the early game. Get that scout hog kill. Numbers are what's most important. And just gonna keep on gathering some crates.
Reactor complete.
Gonna queue up gunner really fast here. Try and take advantage of the
Local units.
lead that I have currently in terms of the hog numbers, and Anders' gunner is so fast as well. You can definitely get it before Cutter, unless he goes something crazy like reactor first, which is really uncommon.
Local units. All units.
But that hog's running this way. I'm gonna try to head him off at the pass and see if I can get another snipe on one of these hogs here.
All units. All units.
And that's going to be that. So I definitely have the hog lead as of right now. Just checked if he had that supply elevator. He does not. Sometimes Cutter players like to pop an elephant out immediately and run it right on over there. Turret is coming up in the front, and it's a little too far off production for me to deal with it. So I'm gonna just head to the back and try and get some of these pads that are coming up. He's got a barracks out too, so he's definitely on his way to taking that side hook. I need to get my own hook as well. But this is good for me here. I'm gonna try and deny some of these buildings as they're created.
All units. Enemy engagement. Local units. Local units. All units. Supply pad upgrade.
I'd like to take a viewer poll. Comment down below. I'm just kind of curious, what is everyone's favorite map
Local units.
in terms of 1v1, 2v2, and 3v3? What is your favorite map to play on? You can say why. I'm curious to see what people have to say. For 1v1s, I'd say my favorite map.
Local units. Local units.
My favorite map's got to be Blood River. I just really like the way that one plays out. I think there's a lot of crazy things you can do on Blood River. 2v2, I'd say... Now that's a tough one. maybe Terminal Moraine. Same thing with Terminal Moraine. You can have a lot of fun on Terminal. And 3v3, I'd say currently my favorite map is Exile. I just really enjoy the games where you can do some unorthodox things, some not too standard play. I do love Fort Dean and all, but it's just, like, I think I said this before, it's just getting kind of boring for me, just playing Fort Dean 90% of the time. And we've got 3 perfectly good other maps, people. I'd love to see some more Exile lobbies out there. But anyways, back to the game. I'm going to build some flamers here and get some hog support to take my resource hook. I was a little behind him, but that's okay. I do have it now, and I'm going to queue up my fortress as well.
All units.
I see he did take my scout towers in the middle, that is a good thing. You definitely want to do that. You want to get the early sight on your opponent. You can kind of see the front of my base and what's coming out of it. And also, if you have tanks, you can get the first shot off too. If you have the sight and they don't, which is very important when it comes to like canister shells and other things. I'm gonna try to clear these out with some of these flamethrowers here and get myself my vehicle depot up.
Reactor complete.
And at the same time, queue some of these gremlins at the same time. I was going to try and run around here and see what he was building, but my hog just got stuck. I can see it's a depot, though. That's really all I needed to know. Didn't want any cheeky strats like an air pad coming up.
Complete.
Gremlin's coming up. I'm going to go for a risky play here and try to get my Tech 3 a little faster. So I'm going to queue that up for my 3rd reactor and get my Tech 3 upgrades for my Gremlins and my Scorpions right away.
Local units. Local units.
The Scout Hawk's going to come in and see what I'm doing. Spacefire is a very good player. He definitely knows what that means when you see that. When you see those 3 reactors there, you don't have that forever. So I'm going to queue that up, and I'm going to down tech. I think I down teched. Yes, I'm going to down tech.
Local units.
And just try to get that upgrade going. Got some gremlins out here, and I'm feeling pretty confident at this time. I'm also pushing those flamers up on the side there to try and clear him out of his hook. But we have a rogue Scorp coming in. I unloaded my gremlins both at the same time. That's definitely not a good idea. And he's coming for the Mac Blast right on my canister shell depot. That is so... very good play on his part. Very, very good play. But if I just would have microed that stun maybe a little bit later, I think I could have had that finished in time. So I've got my gremlins here. I'm gonna just queue my reactor up again. I did get focusing lens. He can't stop that. And I'm gonna keep this stun and wait for that to come unfrozen and stun him right again. But he does have a Spartan out, which is very scary because these gremlins definitely cannot take a Spartan on in their condition. But he had another one in front of my base. I'm just getting clowned on here. But that was 2 back-to-back really good plays by Space. And I'm going to just try to stun this guy here and just make something happen. Avenge the death of my tank driver. We got more tanks pushing in at the time being, so I'm going to just pull on back here and just play a little more defensively. I still have my 3rd reactor up. I probably should have sacked that once I got the upgrade again, but I think when I was playing this, I just wanted to make sure I got the upgrade.
Local units.
Yeah, just look how little damage those gremlins do to those Spartans there. Incredible.
Canister shell research.
I'm just continuously pumping some Grems out. I do have a Flamer, a 1-star Flamer.
Local
I'm
unit.
gonna try and attack that Spartan. And at the same time, I don't want to sack that reactor because he is attacking my base, so that'll be a little easier for him to kill. I'm gonna get the first stun off on that gremlin, so I'm gonna lose that there. And it's not looking too good for me right now. I got the turret up in the back. I'm gonna get a railgun on that and just try to hold on here. We've got some Marines coming up too. Marines very good against
Improved.
combating gremlins by themselves. He's got just new blood with them, but once they get RPG, oh boy, they tear through gremlins like paper.
Local units.
Got lots of tanks out right now, so I do have my base lock. I'm gonna unlock it. I'm gonna get the kill on that tank there, stun that other one,
Local units.
and try and just pull back. These gremlins are helping out quite a bit. He does just have some, I think those are only stock tanks still, so that's kind of my saving grace in this moment.
Local units.
I'm going to target that weak one down as well and just
Local
try and
units.
consolidate. I've held on as it has seemed.
Local units. All units.
I'm going to get another depot up, try to get some more numbers out. If you have your supply hook,
All units.
you usually
All units. All
you
units.
should be able to double pump pretty easily here.
All units. All units. All units. All units.
Mac Blast is not going to quite connect, so that's good for me. It's going to set him back a little bit on some health, or not health, some resources, and I'm going to just kind of hide in the back of my base here. I don't want to lose these very weak units. I'm going to send the 2 weak units right in front of the base here, and I'm going to get a group heal on the base and these units. But I guess at this point I can't really double pump, so maybe I should have deleted one of those other vehicle depots, because I guess I am also building gremlins at the same time. Maybe that's a better statement to say you could double pump if you were like Forge or Cutter for this instance, because you don't have to build gremlins.
All units. All units. All units. All units. All units.
Some Marines over there.
All units. All
I'm
units.
just gonna pick those off. He did get canister shell, so that's gonna be a lot harder for me to engage, especially because he's got Spartans in those things now.
All units.
And he does have that vision, so I'm gonna just get right on out of there.
All units.
Not having it.
All units.
I also did forget to upgrade that pad over there in the upper right. But there we go. I'm gonna get my own Spartans out at the meantime, and we're really just holding on here. Last stand at the Alamo, and just seeing if I can get a good engagement somewhere. But those Spartans really help out too. Spartans in the tanks make it a lot more difficult to, say, just all unit canister shell down that tank and kill it immediately. So I usually want to put those near the front of my army so they can take that fire, and then you target down the weaker tanks first, and your numbers can overwhelm the power turret tanks. Not power turret, canister shell. But yes, I also want to preface and say I'm not the best ones player. I know there's some ones elitists out there that might differ with my opinion, and that's cool.
All units.
It's kind of going off what I know.
Units. All units.
gonna have some more Marines come in here. I've got some turrets helping out here, so I'm feeling okay about this. Marines are just targeting down those gremlin. That's really good on him there. I'm gonna try and send this guy in for the hijack there, and he's gonna be forced to target that. Great Mac blast there. It's gonna kill 2 tanks. That's another thing this game I should have been using more of was my cryo bomb. Help take some of these engagements. But yeah, that really hurt me right there.
All units.
Send me in.
Local units.
Pulling out. Yes. Moving.
All units.
I heard an explosion, so I thought he might have taken the base over there, which would have been a really good play on this at this point in the game because I can't do too much about it. Gonna get the EMP off, insta-canny that guy down there.
All units.
The focusing lens range is really good, so it's gonna help me finish that off.
All units.
Another fun fact, I think I mentioned this before, but the focusing lens upgrade for the gremlins, it only increases the range of the red laser beam. Doesn't actually increase the range of the stun, just so you know.
Spartan, good to go. Regenerate healing targets. I'm on it.
I'm gonna drop another heal down and get that depot back up to some health. It's in a very bad position right now. Right at the front of the base there. It makes it a very easy target for canister shell and other things like that.
Send us in. 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 Feeling fine.
I'm gonna send that Spartan tank over there. If I can get myself a sneaky expo up, maybe I can sort of bring back a little bit of this of the lead. But he's gonna push in, insta-canny my pad down, and these Marines are gonna body block me from being able to get over there.
All units.
I see it. It's me.
All units. All units.
My army's slowly growing a little bit bigger though, so
On the move.
I'm not feeling too bad about where I was.
I'm ready. Sure thing.
Local units.
Yes. Taking command. Yes.
Enemy engagement.
Canister. Yes.
Local units. Supply
I got
bag
triple Spartan
complete.
tank up now, so hallelujah, right? And I'm gonna get the chain gun upgrade also.
All units. Local units.
Yes. Moving. Send us in. Pulling out. Uh-huh. I'm there.
It's really tight quarters here on chasms too, so it's hard to maneuver a full army of tanks around.
Send us in.
Local units.
Send us in.
Chain gun researched. Local units. All units.
As good as dead.
All
Got some
units.
more guys coming in
Base
there.
under attack.
Some more Marines flying in.
All units.
He does have RPG now, so he's going to target those gremlins down. I'm going to stun all those guys. They stun the same tank. Another Mac is going to come right down on my gremlins, and that's going to be no bueno for me right there. But right here, I'm going to be able to drop the cryo bomb. These tanks are in a perfect position to strike, but that also freezes my own depot. So that's kind of a double-edged sword there.
I'll get it. Easily done. Target acquired. You got it. Too easy. Too easy.
That tank's gonna die. I'm gonna get that Spartan out of there. He's very precious to me. I'm gonna get some railguns on these turrets here.
Local units.
I'm on it. Uh-huh.
Just kind of micro that one out of the way there.
Yes. Yes. I'm on it. I'm ready. On the move. Where to? I'm there. Give me an
Turret improved.
Suit it up.
Local units. Local units.
That tank just won't die over there. So, hell yeah.
Local units.
And I'm gonna sneakily grab this base over here. Hopefully it'll go unnoticed and get that heal on.
Local units.
I'm gonna candy glitch these Marines here. Don't sue me. Situations were dire. And I'm gonna just...
Local units.
These turrets are actually doing some work. They got quite a good long range there. Very long,
Local
actually.
units.
That tank down there, you can see it ninja dodged that heal, so that was a great move by the tank. We're just fighting on hopes and prayers at this point, really.
All units. All units.
Gremlin barely makes it out of there alive.
All units.
Tanks are very weak. Gremlin does die as well, and things are not looking good for your boy Turnip.
Local units.
We're gonna pull that right on back there, and I need to really heal these units up.
Healing target. Gremlin charged up.
All units.
Moving. Gremlin powered up.
Enemy engagement.
Easily done. Target acquired. As good as dead. Yes. Where to? I'm there. Hostile targeted. Let's go. Sure thing.
Local units.
It's not looking too good. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it and save this base in time. But I'm gonna try my darndest here. The Mac Blast is gonna come in. Mac Blast doesn't even do it.
Supply pad.
And I'm gonna just try and target these guys down. I wish I had a cryo bomb right now. That might have saved me. But it was a valiant effort. Those turrets, man, they put in so much work with that railgun on there. I think they killed like 3 tanks.
All units.
Give me an order.
And these Spartans, I think, got a few stars on them as well. I couldn't tell, but
Local units. Local
they kind of survived a good while.
Local units.
I'm on it.
And I mean, at this point, the game's pretty much over. When you're in this position, you lose your main. He's probably got himself an expo. It's a really uphill battle here. So I'm gonna just kind of trim this last bit off because nothing really happens.
Local units.
And we'll move on to game number 3.
All units.
But yeah, GG on that one to Space. Let's take a look at his base here. He had, a double reactor and only 1 depot. That was kind of surprising. I definitely thought he had more than that. But anyways, let's move on to game number 3. Alright, our third game is going to bring us to the Blood Gulch. It's going to be random all battle. And let's see who we get placed up as. Oh, looks like my recording cut out a little bit. But it's going to be a Prophet v Arbiter. Your boy here is going to be the Prophet, the best leader in the game. So I definitely have the advantage off the gate here. And Space is going to be playing the Arbiter, the stinky Arbiter,
Complete.
aka Shirley. So, big thumbs up for the Arbiter, or the Prophet. Immediately going to head over to my money hook here and try to take that over. Drop one of my most honorable guards into that money hook. Dante is trying to turn my computer off. He's jumping everywhere. I think it's all that catnip that I've been giving him. It's kind of just stoned all the time. Out of his mind. Ghost is going to get those crates picked up. Excellent Ghost crate picking up right over there. Excellent work by the Ghost. And Prophet's going to come on in and just clear this out. Sniper's not a very nice guy. He's does a lot of damage. I'm going to get a haul queued up because in this matchup, beam rifle is king. Everybody knows that.
Local units.
So I'm going to try to get some jackals up and defend my honor here.
Show me where. What is it?
I'm also wary of a Arbiter Rush 2 where I get my pad slapped down by some suicide grunts, so I'm going to be queuing up some honor guards to help defend.
What do you want?
just in case. And I will need them later for the hooks, so I'm going to just start building them right now.
Haul complete.
Queuing up Blessed Immolation. Definitely want to get that. I got the nice scout off of factories coming up, so that's no good. Wraith push right now would be very, very not good. So I'm going to delete that for a summit. Get myself up some banshees.
Research.
Hi, kitty.
Local units.
He wants attention. He keeps slapping at my keyboard.
Enemy engagement.
And there is the Arbiter right on time. I decide I don't really want to clear that out. I want to come back and just defend. So I'm going to come on over here, send my ghosts, get some more money in the meantime. And here come the suicide grunts. So I'm going to unlock here.
Enemy engagement.
Try to defend. First Wraith has come through. No upgrades on that Wraith there. Kitty, stop it. Stop it, kitty. And Arbiter doesn't really have any upgrades either, so it's gonna be, he's gonna take lots of damage trying to attack here. He did get that pad though, so that's a pretty good trade for him. I mean, he really only lost one suicide grunt for that pad, and I'm down a blessed pad, which is not good. So I'm gonna queue that back up, and I'm gonna be building some banshees at the same time.
What needs doing? I'll go. Moving. On my way. Is that all?
Local units.
Got the puny banshees here. Don't even have boost on them. That is just like,
Now. What is required?
I don't even know how to describe a banshee without boost on it. It's like just like a wilted flower, man. It does nothing. But, you know, if going up against a Wraith that has no shield on it, I mean, you're alright.
Your wish?
Also going to be queuing up a shield generator right now, because I do not want to get stripped. Arbiters are very, very good at stripping bases with those suicide grunts. Not too much the Arbiter can do. So I don't want that to happen to me right now. I'm going to put those banshees right above the honor guard to try and defend him from any Wraith aggression, and at the same time I'm going to move over to Space's money hook and try to claim that for my own.
Warehouse upgraded.
So he was going to try to come in and deny some buildings, or maybe drop some grunts down, but thankfully that shield was in place. And the Prophet's just going to kind of roll on up.
Local units.
Yes, on my way.
Haul complete.
I'm going to send the honor guards up through there.
Enemy engagement.
Hold on, I got to hold this cat real quick. He wants some attention. Honor guard's going to go through there. I'm going to build some jackals at the same time. Wonder if you guys can hear him. Can you hear him? Can you hear the kitty?
Local units.
And I got some jackals as well. Those wraiths are targeting down the honor guard, but
Local
the
units.
only thing shooting them is the banshees. I'm going to clear out of that money hook there. I'm going to recall. My Prophet almost died there,
All units.
but I did manage to save that. I'm going to sneak this guy right out of there and get him into that money hook just for a few moments. So I'll take what I can get.
All units.
Going to be going into double summit right now.
Units.
Did I see he had a summit over there? Yes, he does have a summit, and he has the reactor, so he's on tech 2, so that means we're going to be queuing up some vampires. I'm going to immediately stop the production of my other banshees because I don't want that to happen. And I'm going to go over and try to get my own reactor to get my own vampires up.
All units. All units. Enemy engagement.
Got these honor guards chilling back here. They don't really need to do too much quite yet.
Local units.
And you can see the vampires are already coming up. And my honor guard's not even going to try to attack him. I mean, he could like throw his sword at him or something. Just try to
Local units.
not just sit there and die. But
Enemy engagement.
I'm going to push in over here,
Local units.
grab that, and I'm going to queue up some upgrades and start producing some vampires.
I am here. My
Threat sentence
I'm going to beam down some of these rebels here. Arbiter's going to come up. I did get the first upgrade for the Prophet's beam as well,
Turret complete.
but I got to get out of there because I don't want him to die.
Vampire, here.
So this is not good here. I'm about to lose my Tech 2,
What needs
and I won't be able to make any more vampires after that point.
doing? What now? If I must.
All units.
Vampire, online.
Stasis drained. Research. All units.
Arbiter keeps on porting some vampires through. I'm going to just queue up the last remnants that I can. I don't think he has the upgrade yet. I'm trying to bank on that. I don't remember if I clicked on the vampires or not.
Them in their tracks. What? Vampire, here.
All units.
But the Arbiter's just going to rage me. I thought that the air units were safe there, that he would harm himself if he tried to rage over that impassable terrain, but alas, it's no use. The stasis is going to help out. I don't think he has the stasis drain quite yet, but my Prophet's going to come back up with that beam upgrade. It's going to help melt a lot of these here.
All units.
Your wish?
Where do we go?
Gonna recall him out of there
Stomp them in their tracks.
and just try to finish these vampires off, but I decide not to. So at this point, I know I'm out of that reactor, and what I'm gonna do is just get myself up another supply pad, and we're gonna just dig in. I'm gonna get myself
All units.
Tech 2 the old-fashioned way, you know, pay for it,
What needs doing?
and just try to get some vampires up.
What? What now?
Warehouse complete.
We don't need no reactors, right boys? We're just gonna
Where to?
we'll be Chads and buy
All units.
the tech that we need.
Turret complete.
Double turrets coming up. Gonna help out defend against those
Age of doubt.
those
research.
vamps. My Prophet
I am here. On my way.
Prophet and the turrets did a lot of damage to the Arbiter there, and the vampires are kind of just chilling off in the distance. He's gonna clear out that other hook there, which is a good idea on his part.
Turret improved.
What shall I do?
All units.
I suppose.
So he's got pretty much everything, as it seems to be for the moment. So I'm not in a good spot.
All units.
Very well.
Command me. Here I
Still got those honor guards alive, so that's good. I'm going to use them later and hopefully try to reclaim some of these resource hooks. That money hook would be really needed at this point.
Here.
Just checking to see what space has. He's still got all of his buildings the same, so he's still going to be producing those vampires.
All units.
And I have my base unlocked right now.
Vampire ready.
He has a lot more vampires than I do. So if he pushes and I unlock my base, they're all going to come out of the front.
All right.
And if my, vampires are less than him, he's just going to stasis them all right as they come out. So I just want them to be in the back here.
What?
That way, I can just try and take engagements when I want to. I'm going to queue up Ancestral as well. Really help out with some DPS for the Prophet. Going to help me push on to some of these money hooks here.
Turret improved.
I'm going to put needlers on all those turrets as well.
Tell us when. What?
And looky, I forgot there were some crates back there, so I'm going to have these guys
For honor.
grab those crates, and I'm going to send my honor guard, the other one, over there.
Ancestral perversion. Research.
Command me.
What do you want?
Local units.
Ancestral just does a lot of damage. Look at that right there. That wraith is like toast almost.
Local units.
And he was just kind of camping out here,
Local
trying to
units.
defend against anything coming up to try to take this back.
Local units.
The journey
I'm going to beam down some of these guys here.
Local units.
I'll kill it.
And the Arbiter is a little bit weak right now, so I think I'm gonna just try and fight him. But I don't want to lose, so I'm gonna pull out and head on over to the other side.
What now?
Just try to take advantage of the positioning that I'm in. Or if he's over on that side, I'm just gonna chill out on this side.
For glory.
Your wish?
Where to?
What needs doing? The journey awaits.
Where do we go?
Local units.
Arbiter strolling on up there, and I'm gonna try and get this reactor back here.
I obey. Heading out.
I am here. I'll kill it.
The suicide grunts do very little damage.
Moving up.
Their main job is to kill themselves.
Local
So
units.
you could understand why their guns don't really have much of an effect. The entire armada
All units.
of vampires comes through.
Local units.
I'm gonna just run this guy right on in there, a suicide mission, to get myself Tech 3. I'm gonna queue up stasis, and I'm gonna get right on out of there. So I'm gonna get the Tech 3 upgrade on the vampires, so that's really good for me. I clicked on his vampires there. He was also Tech 3, so that way we're both on an even playing field when it comes to those
What is it?
units.
What needs doing?
All units.
If I must. Show me where.
And kind of going to do the same thing now. I'm just going to push up onto the other side. I heard a giant explosion. I don't know what that was.
What?
He must have deleted something.
All units.
Moving up.
Local
What
units.
is it?
And I'm going to send that honor guard right on through there.
Command.
All units.
But here comes a raging arbiter to try and
Stasis bomb.
smite me.
All units.
I'm going to send these vamps right up here. Oh, very unlucky for him.
Local
That was a big mistake on his part there. I parked my vamps right on top of that impassable terrain, and that full health arbiter is just dead-so. He's gonna push right into my turrets as well. I got the upgrades on him, so I'm just gonna come on back here and take this engagement. This is exactly what I was waiting for.
I go. My pleasure. What?
Vampire. Loaded up.
Show me where. I'll go. Yes. An easy target. Yes, of course.
But that's exactly what I needed to happen, so I'm gonna queue up myself an Expo, try to gain some sort of lead. The honor guard's still alive, so I'm gonna send him right on over there and have my vampires clear out that money hook, get myself my money hook back. I think it takes about a minute or so for that arbiter to come back, a minute and 30 seconds. I'm not exactly sure,
Local units.
Journey awaits.
but he does not have that base here, so if I can get this base going, this Expo, I should be in a good spot. He does scout it out, so he knows it's there. And
All units.
yeah, hopefully I can just keep this going.
I am here.
Local units.
What now? Is that all?
Local units.
Moving.
All units.
Repositioning. Vampire. Loaded up.
I'm gonna go ahead and clear out my other reactor as well, just trying to get my side of the map back in
All
action.
units. All units.
No one's actually in that hook though, so that's gonna be pretty easy to just run someone up there.
Elite. Here to serve.
All units.
Very well.
Local units.
And I've got a good amount of vamps now too, so I'm feeling a lot better about where I was. I was kind of on the back foot for a while in this game.
Local units.
Is that all?
Local units.
Unfortunate honor guard's just gonna run right through there and
Local
just
units.
become food for him.
All units. Where Warehouse complete.
I'm gonna recall.
All
Gonna get
units.
another summon up over there. He still has double
All
summits
units.
up.
On
So we're still in a vampire war for now.
ready.
All units.
All right.
We obey.
All units.
Online.
All units.
Move up.
I don't want him to take this back here. I want to have tech 3 myself. So I'm just gonna park myself right over this bottom part here. It's gonna be hard. It's really hard for the Arbiter to deal with air units like this. As you saw what happened earlier, he just died when he was raging me over that ravine, that giant mountain, rather.
Summit complete.
I got some extra cash to spare, so I'm gonna queue up State of Grace and just, you know, get some upgrades I feel will be useful in the future.
Regrets doom. Research.
Going now. On go. Forward.
He does get that Tech 3 there, and, you know, if he has that for 1 second, that's way too long, because who knows what he could be queuing up with that.
All units.
An easy target.
All units.
I'm gonna try to get that back as soon as possible.
I do. Commander.
And your boy Turnip has a sneaky plan up his sleeve here. Something very cheeky, very sneaky. When there is
Tell me where.
a vampire mirror,
Local units.
it's rare, but there is
Enemy engagement.
one way,
Local units.
one good way to counter it. And that is to get yourself a nice juicy scarab queued up. So that is my plan here. Get myself a scarab and try to push on and take him out, really. I've got too much population, though, as it is for the moment, so I'm going to try and delete
Units.
or kill my own troops, and that's exactly what I wanted to happen over there, too. So once those guys die, I'm going to start queuing that up.
Where do we go?
Still need one more to die so I can get that 20 pop, so
Local units.
he will give his life for the cause there, and I'm going to queue up that scarab. He just starts to push up on my expo as well, so that's scary. That's quite a lot of vampires. He definitely has a lot more than myself, and I'm just really just chilling at this point.
All units.
I was thinking about getting Divine Absolution, but then I remembered he had only anti-air units, so that would not be a good idea, especially vampires just shutting him down at all moments.
Commander.
So I'm going to keep my Prophet on the ground, fight up front and up close and personal with the Arbiter there. I'm going to queue up some more turrets in the meantime.
All units.
My pleasure.
Tell us where.
Scare's about a quarter way done, and he did just kill my Expo, so that's going to suck. I don't want my Prophet to just get trapped out there, so I'm going to pull him back out of the way here and just try to hold on for dear life. The full brunt of his army is going to
Turret
attack.
complete. Base under attack. All units.
Stasis engaged. Going now.
Those turrets do such good work against vampires. I'm queuing up the turret upgrade also to try and help out. But that's the one thing about vampires,
All units.
is their base damage is so weak that you really have to just focus down the turrets first, in my opinion. I want to try and kill this Arbiter. That's going to be my biggest struggle when it comes to getting the Scarab up. If I just get raged down, that's not going to be good.
All units.
Put my vampires up on the high ground again and try and get another kill off. But the shield is just about to fall. I'm going to get my Prophet right on out of there. And the Scarab has arrived on the field, so we're going to try to make something happen here. He is taking down my buildings there. I'm just going to immediately focus fire on the Arbiter and bring in the rest of my army. I feel like now is the time to attack, because he definitely wants to focus that Scarab down so I can use that opportunity to
All units.
have these vampires just start and chip away at these guys.
All units. All units.
Arbor's going to get pretty low on health there, and he is going to die. So that's awesome there. And I'm going to just have the Scarab to start beaming down all of these vampires. Scarab also has that anti-air turret as well, which is going to help out. But it's not actually shooting here. It's kind of stuck, so I wanted to make sure it was targeting on something else.
All units. Engineer ready. All units. Shield generator complete. All units.
But we do hold the line, so that's really great news there. And I'm going to get some engineers up to just heal this guy and just push on out again.
Vampire loaded up.
Local units.
Your wish?
Local units.
What now?
Look at that look at that majestic beast of a unit.
All right.
Vampire prepare.
What is it?
Have you ever seen something more beautiful? The rolling prophet and a scarab on the battlefield at the same time. There's nothing quite like it.
Enemy engagement. All units.
I believe he was trying to clear himself a base as well, so I'm going to push in with the prophet and deal with that. Get some more engineers up over here.
I suppose. Very well.
Try and heal up the scarab best I can.
All units.
Repositioning for the Covenant. Vampire ready.
Things are looking all right as it stands.
What now? If I must.
I do have an expo as well. I'm gonna get some more pads up over there. Just kind of poke in and see what's going on. We got some more vampires.
All units.
Lots more vampires. He's gonna queue that base up. And he's got some banshees also.
All units.
He's targeting down the engineers. That's exactly what you want to do. And this is the one thing I was afraid about with the Arbiter. It's super hard for a Scarab to target him if he's just so up close like that. So I really need to just focus him down any way possible.
All units. All units.
I do not want him to die, so I'm going to play it safe, and I'm just going to pull that Scarab out right now because it's a little lower health than I'd like. But he's going to capitalize on that and just push up right behind it. These vampires are just so many of them. He does have ghastly vision as well, so that's a tier 3 Arbiter assisting on the field.
Engineer ready.
I'm going to just try and focus this Arbiter down. I get the kill on the Arbiter, and I'm going to just try and kill these vampires because they do so little damage, but it all adds up in the end there. I was thinking to myself here that I don't think I can take all these out. I think that's just too much. So I have a plan at this moment. I'm going to fall back a little bit more. Fall back to my turrets that are at my main that have all the anti-air defenses on there. And just slowly just keep spamming engineers and try and just get little bits of health on this Scarab.
All units. Engineer ready. Warehouse complete.
Scarab has a health of about a pube hair, so he's holding on for dear life. And I'm back in the arms of my turrets. I'm so grateful for these turrets, especially with the medium upgrade. That's going to help out. Prophet's back up on the field.
Engineer ready. All units.
Scarab gets himself a star too, and everything else is going to go down. And with this, it's gonna be the game here. GG's to Spacefire. It's gonna be super hard to kill that Scarab, especially if you just did all Banshees. I was just gonna run over there and main down the base, but GG's to Space. That was some awesome games. And thank you guys again for watching. I really appreciate you all sticking around, and I'll catch you on the stream. See you on Sunday, and I'll talk to you soon. It's your boy Turnip. Peace.